Hello everyone, welcome back. Aika here, and today I'm joined with a few guests.
Back by Nobody's the Man, Lucky Weaker 64, baby.
Along with the British bitch, peace sign, Nightmare Thief.
And today we're going to be tackling the subgenre of creepypasta OCs, the killer OCs.
You may know these OCs for
Being a female, though this isn't always the case.
Being shipped with a popular creepypasta character for no goddamn reason.
having so much bright colors you'll swear you're on an LSD trip.
Maybe having some kind of animal ears and tail.
Using a base, but this isn't always the case.
Having such big boobies, Bayonetta is getting jealous.
Same goes for the booter.
Mainly using a kitchen knife as a weapon.
Being related to a popular creepypasta, because of course they are.
Being Slenderman's proxy, because why the hell not?
Stealing Jeff's styles.
If not, then they're going for the hooker style.
Having family issues.
Having carved smiles.
Dyed-haired.
Ditches.
Being emo.
Don't you mean stitches? Or wait, fuck. Okay. Having the feeling of becoming insane inside their chest when they hit someone for the first time, just like Jeff Kuhn.
Having two different eye colours.
Being perfectly innocent before they go insane.
Being white as white bread.
Everyone in the creep pastas love her, and the ones who don't are a bitch, like a mega bitch.
A super mega bitch.
God.
That's right.
This even isn't my final form. They're your quote-unquote hardcore.
They're having no problems in their relationship whatsoever.
Having next to no flaws because they're perfect.
And overall, stealing Jeff's shitty plot of a pasta and making it their bitch.
Oh, my.
Now, these OCs are the pain of all creepypastas. And they're the bane of our existence. I'm
The
not sure.
ranters fear this subgenre, and they often don't like to talk about it because it's too painful.
So painful. The edge, it hurts. The emo-ness, it hurts. It burns like Jeff's alcohol bleach mixture.
I'm melting.
Oh God, these OCs. I'm not sure if they're just because they're someone's first OC and they haven't got the grasp of the concept of, yeah, being so powerful isn't everything, or they're just actual legit OCs that people just make because of pure laziness.
It's either that or they just, like, I don't know, they just want an excuse to self-insert them in the creepypasta world so they can kiss Jeff and his carved-in smile.
Jeffy Con!
Ew!
Jeff-
Why?
Jeff
Ew.
Senpai, notice me! It's like...
No disrespect to Jeff fans. As long as you're not cuckoo crazy about it, then that's fine.
That's 90% of them.
Thing is, though, there are some good killer ones out there, but the majority I've seen are pretty shit.
Oh God, and they seem to have the same plot line. Bullied, goes insane, kills parents because why not? Because their parents don't give a shit about their child.
Nobody seems to understand. Or the one I tend to find a lot is that Jeff found them, he recruited them himself and proclaimed his undying love for them. I'm pretty sure.
Me!
Or
Marry me,
maybe
Charlotte.
like throw some child abuse and rape in there because shock factor.
And then basically,
Deep web eyes.
and they sometimes have a child with Jeff but won't Jeff kill the child? They will either kill the wife or kill while they were, like, not the wife, but like the girlfriend. I don't think he'll have a girlfriend unless it's for cover, which I don't think he has that thought that out because he's an idiot nonetheless. At times, he's an egomaniac.
Like,
Yeah,
best result you can probably get is when Jeff had a child, it's probably raising her from him or her from birth. Usually it's a female when it comes to offspring. That either he's abusive or it's just training the kid from basically straight from birth to be a killing machine. I've seen some where they already have white skin and a carved-in smile, and I don't think they realize that implies that Jeff set their kid on fire and carved a smile into them because you like what? Jeff wasn't born with that. It's not like if you have sex with a woman with a hat on, you'll get special hat powers.
He just popped out of the womb with the carved smile, like this isn't painted on. This is actually my skin. Just start stretching it. Look how stretchy I am. Boing, boing.
Well, that's the thing. His face got set alight.
Yeah, and then
got set alight.
He has no nose. He's Voldemort.
It's very much a Joker ripoff. I'm getting the sense.
I don't even know what the creator Jeff was thinking, but he never expected this onslaught of fangirls thinking that Jeff Senpai will come and take them away onto their darkest, deepest, lustful fantasies.
Senpai will notice them, and he will notice them forever and ever.
And I notice they always dress like him, like, oh, I heard this killer called Jeff the Killer. I'm gonna kill just like him so he can notice me. Notice me,
I'm not being
Senpai.
funny, but if that was me, and like, I'd get really pissed off at people.
Are we talking about the creators or the OCs?
The OCs, but sometimes it's the creators themselves. Which is not, we're not going, yes, people are that crazy.
Oh, yes. But, like, when you get, like, annoyed that people are, like, just copying your style, I mean, any killer would get pissed. I mean, if I was, like, creating a killer OC, first of all, they'd have nothing to do with Jeff, because, you know, if they're insane, they wouldn't want to work together. You'd be trying to kill each other.
I don't even know. These OCs, like, they always have the same plot line, the same generic plot line. And even when they don't, it always ends up them being paired with Jeff because why the fuck not? It's funny to look at.
And if not with Jeff, I noticed the two other most popular ships are Eyeless Jack and Masky, even though I'm pretty sure the people that ship their OC with Masky, like a good majority of them, have no idea who Tim Wright is.
I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for both of them. All three of them, perhaps, but Jeff is an asshole. He doesn't like pity.
Jeff refuses your weak pity.
Oh my god.
Jeff's a lovable asshole. I love his douchebaggery. It's kind of like Cartman in a way. Is there a picture on the internet where Jeff is dressed up like Cartman? There should be.
If not, it would have to be made.
Yes. Where are we going? I'm just thinking of Jeff dressed up as Cartman now.
Well, okay, let's get down to how to fix these little fuckers.
Yes.
Now, we're going to explain some ways to fix these type of OCs and make them salvageable. But these are only suggestions, but if it's going to make these type of OCs better, then we hope it catches on. Then here's our list. Try to create a killer of a different nationality or race. Give them a goddamn motive to kill.
God damn it.
Yeah. I mean...
Like, and when we say different race, let's just say not British, because usually that's the best way to be.
It's nice to know my country can raise a lot of
multicultural while not really being that multicultural. Maybe like an African American type fellow or
Native
a good
American,
old, like Asian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing too white power-ish, you know.
Yeah,
Again, us Britishies, we're not that crazy. Well, we are crazy, but we're not that crazy.
No one wants to hear your secret, thief.
I don't want to be sharing my secret.
If a killer OC was in the UK, maybe they'll just go and save by the back cooking.
They didn't give me the right enough lumps for my tea. I have to kill them.
Too much Italia. I'm just imagining Arthur looking at America like lumps in my teeth. I have to kill you now.
See, give them a reason to be shipped with X, not because they're cute together or they're true love. And
if someone asks you why are they shipped together, you should be able to say more than just like one or two sentences.
Yeah, give them a reason why they went insane. Did they have a present mental illness or was it temporarily insanity brought on by anger? Because it can happen. It can happen.
We've all had those moments when we do something we would usually do out of anger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like throw our game controller on the ground and then immediately regret it afterwards.
Throw your phone and then you break it.
Bite stuff and then think, why the fuck does my teeth hurt?
Yeah, well, how do they blend into society? Real serial killers act and behave like real normal people as they cover to lure victims in and to avoid police.
If not,
a good example would be Jack the Killer.
Oh,
He was actually never found. So,
If not, they better have good ways to basically leave them untraceable by the earth. Like, a very, out there area without a lot of people and a place not a lot of people go and they get their food from nature or something, or they just steal it from a grocery market after closed down or something.
Just don't conveniently place a forest next to your house. Just because, why the fuck not? I've seen that so many times. Let's see. Give them enemies such as the town cups. Town cups, of course. Everyone's true enemy. Town cops or FBI if they're a big name serial killer. And on top of that, give them a unique weapon such as a barbed wire covered bat, ice pick, crowbar, bladed claws, or machete, depending on the design you create. Just don't go with the generic knife. I know it's easy.
If you do go with the knife, please choose a different knife than a kitchen knife, like a pocket knife or a combat knife.
Or a hunting knife.
I'm so tired of kitchen knives.
How about a butter knife?
Let's see. Let us all agree to never be creative again. Don't go for the Hot Topic dropout look.
It's used too much. Sorry, guys.
Mix it up. And on top of that, Jeff is not a good inspiration. Go to Google and look up different styles of clothing. For example, maybe if they live in a region where it's cold, they wear a parka instead of the generic hoodie.
Why not make them look Alaskan? Or Russia have fur and stuff, so...
Mm-hmm. See,
it is true that a lot of teenagers just wear jeans and hoodies, but not every teenager does. Maybe you give them a turtleneck or suspenders or, I don't know, just something under the hoodie and jeans.
I have a character who wears a hooded trench coat.
Trench coats always look badass.
They do. See, don't give them...
You can't go wrong with a good old...
Yeah. And on top of that, don't give them impractical clothing. This means heels, short-ass skirts, and tube tops, for example. They're not killer strippers.
Just stop over-sexualizing your killers, unless they're kind of come to bed, darling, and then I'll stab you and rip out your throat.
Basically using their body as a lure in for a certain, a certain cute, a MO of victims. Use their body like a Black Widow. But unless they do that, and they're an adult female to do that or something, they have the body for it, then don't do it. Please, no, it looks stupid.
Yes, please do not make your underage teenager into basically a femme fatale. It doesn't work. Bayonetta works so well as a femme fatale because, one, her body's fit for it, and two, she's of a proper age to be swooning over her. She's not 12 years old.
Like Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. That's
she's
another
drawn that
example.
way. She's drawn that way.
She's just drawn that way because God makes no mistakes.
Yeah. Think where they live and how they would adapt to that place. So if they live in the cold region, they'll wear a lot of heavy clothing. If they live in somewhere that's hot, then they'll probably wear light clothing. Think about this and everything else and how they'll survive. And don't dye your killer's hair unless they already dyed it before they snapped. That way they can't be easily tracked by police.
Yep.
And this includes
Like the stereotypical, I'm a dye it black.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work. Don't burn their skin white. Unless they're an albino, they don't have white skin.
But then, they want to look like Jeff all the time.
Yeah, I know. Make them more human by giving each a different body type. I mean, I'm a flat-chested girl with no ass, while my sister is a little curvy and has more of a build than I do. No two humans are alike.
Even plants have something a little different about the other.
Give them an actual personality. Insanity, for example, is not a personality trait. It's a fucking condition.
So maybe give them two sides to them. One for if they're mingling with society, and then the other one where they're the killer. So you can sort of differentiate between the two.
So giving them a different side. Like one is I'm normal. It's like the sociopath. I act normal, but in reality, I'm a fucking monster.
It's like the underage-chan.
Yes.
I can't feel anything, except when I do feel anything, blood will be shed.
See?
I suppose a good way for it would be a yandere.
Oh, yeah.
The whole fucking psycho bitch, but it's actually really, if you see her in first glance, she's really nice. Actually, she's a really psycho bitch if you go and know the person she likes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just sick of Yandere because I've been playing way too much Yandere Simulator.
Yeah, well, I have to be going soon. Okay, give them a unique backstory that isn't predictable, like Jeff's, and bring something new to the table, as long as it's new and it's not fucking silly.
Yeah, don't make it something that should be in a troll pasta, like, I don't know, Death by Lamp or something.
Give them a name other than Blank the Killer. For example, how about murdering Scarlet? Or better yet, give them a name the public gives them. For example, a serial killer of the 1950s era was given the name Zodiac Killer by the public due to killing victims of certain horoscopes. I mean, that might be their killer name. You could have their real name and their killer name. Think about this, guys. It's not that hard. And that's all I had to suggest. So, Miku, why don't you wrap this up?
The last few things I would suggest is a much bigger and more filled out bio, since most of these killer OCs have a really weak bio. And there are plenty of blank bios waiting to be filled out. You just gotta Google them. And if you plan to do mental illness, please actually research it. In fact, research in general is a good thing. Like, research other real-life serial killers and how they behave. Mm-hmm.
Here's a few I can name out. John Gacy, Ed Gein, the Zodiac Killer, Jack the Ripper, etc., because that's the only things I could think of on the top of my head.
Also, definitely give them enemies. Maybe just I notice a lot of people just make the whole creepypasta family be their friend. Maybe you should just have certain pastas be their friends and others be allies.
I mean, they don't like to have competition, so maybe they're enemies with other killers in their area because, the less victims they can kill, the more agitated they get, and the more they want to kill their competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let's see, one last thing I would probably suggest is a winter outfit. If you, it's hot during summer and cold during winter. That's just basic knowledge. Mm-hmm. If your OC has fairly light clothing, because, I don't know, they live in California or something, maybe heavy up the clothing a bit during winter. Mm-hmm. That's just a personal suggestion.
Well, that's all. Well, with that, that's all we have for today. I'm Micah.
I'm Lucky Miku 64.
And I'm Nightmare Faith.
And that's all we have today. Thank you for joining us for this rant and discussion. Goodbye.
Goodbye. We love you.